Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new Majestic cards coming tomorrow in NBA 2K24 My Team. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 15,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Tomorrow's drop is the first of the two lock-in drops for LeBron James. You're gonna have to lock in this set and one more set, as well as get the free cards that are available as well, that are grindable from yesterday, as well as this upcoming Monday, and that will be how you complete LeBron. But the lock-in reward is James Harden. He can play the point guard position. We kind of knew the beard was due to get a card, and here it is. James Harden in his whole full glory in my team. Going to be very, very exciting and fun to use. We'll see how good he really is, obviously, soon. But I am very, very excited about this drop tomorrow. I think these cards will be fun to use. I gotta say, trying to overcome the negativity that 2K is putting us through with some of this stuff that they've been doing. But this is a good drop, and I will say, one thing that looks encouraging about this is it looks like there's going to be actually good budget cards in this drop too. Like, it's not just top tier cards. Both the Rubies, Danny Manning and Dino Raja, both sound incredibly interesting as Ruby options, as a power forward and a center option, respectively, for a budget player. If they can, specifically Dino has to be able to shoot. That's going to be important. And then Danny Manning should be a really good card as well. We'll obviously see how those guys are looking, but obviously Harden is going to be the headliner for tomorrow's drop. He's going to be very, very exciting, obviously. And Harden is one of those guys who every single year is just a card, I feel like, who gets a lot of people excited in my team. And for good reason. Harden generally is an absolute beast. Last year I think he got a pink diamond point guard card sometime around this time, actually. It might have even been a little bit earlier than this last year. Yeah, he got this ferocious card last year, October 21st, so it was a little bit earlier. 6'5", 6'10", wingspan, so he's got pretty good size. And Harden probably will look pretty similar statistically and honestly badge-wise to this card. Likely a couple good shooting badges. Hopefully he does have speed booster as well as handles for days, all those types of badges. Defensively, if he gets something along these lines where he has bronze challenger, clamps, something like that, pick dodger, that would be super duper nice. As well as if he has a pretty decent interior, because that will mean that he's not going to be as much of a liability on that end of the court. Offensively, he's going to be a monster. I don't think there's any doubt about that at all. And I think there's very, very high potential that Harden's a great card. I mean, let's look at his SIGs this year. We can actually look right here and see what we're working with James Harden. This is a 92 overall. This is obviously not what he's going to look like. He will have much better speed than 96, or than 76, I should say. I can actually just hop into freestyle and pull up Harden's animations right here. In fact, I think I'm going to do just that and show y'all Harden's animations. He's probably the premier player from tomorrow's drop. So let's just take a look real quickly at what Harden's animations are going to look like. So between the legs burst looks really good. Same side burst looks phenomenal. His front size up is not great. His escape is very good though. And I think overall, like, Harden's going to be a really nice card, obviously. And I'm very excited about using him because I know his release is going to be good. His release is always very, very good in my team. It's a fast, smooth release. He's going to be one of the best 3-hunting guards in the entire game, especially with the Hoff limitless range and all the movement that he does have. His push cross is a little bit slow, but overall, a lot to like about Harden. And I think you're looking at definitely one of the best point guard options in the game tomorrow, especially on the offensive end of the court. Will he be worth running? I mean, it just depends. If you're locking it for LeBron, obviously he's going to run out a lot of squads. Guys like John Wall and Lonzo Ball are also great options, and then obviously SGA, Magic, but Harden's going to be right up there with the top PGs, and I think he's going to be really, really good. But he's not the only card coming out tomorrow that we should be excited about. Pascal Siakam should be pretty interesting as well. I don't know what Siakam's release looks like this year. In previous years, or at least specifically last year, I don't think it was all that great. Animation-wise, Siakam does have MJ dribble style. Wow, that's really, really nice, actually. And pro behind the back, so his movement is actually super duper solid. I can't tell positionally. It's very hard to see, but it looks like he's a power forward center, which is fine. I expect him to be power forward center. So he's going to be a good power forward, 6'8", 7'3" wingspan. How good is he going to be compared to the other power forwards that we're running right? Like, does he play over a guy like Chris Bosh? I feel like the likelihood of that, honestly, is pretty low. So in a lot of situations, I don't know how great this Siakam will be. I don't think he's a card in his own right who's going to be all that worth picking up. But if you are locking it for LeBron again, he'll probably upgrade a lot of teams as a really good power forward option. This is very similar to the Giannis set. It's looking like, where it looks like this set is probably going to pretty much build you a really good lineup just by locking it in. An Amethyst, Scottie Barnes, and Tmrw. as well are both very, very interesting. Pete does look like he can play point guard. I think I'm reading that right. And that could be really, really nice as well. Pete's 6'5". He's going to be great offensively. The question is, how fast will he be? And will he be able to dunk as an Amethyst is going to be the question with Pete Maravich. He's got potential, though, for sure, to be a really good card if he can dunk the ball. His first card last year was this one in Season 2. He won't be as good as this card, but hopefully he can at least dunk. Still has a 50 driving dunk. If he can't dunk at all, that would be a little disappointing. He'll be a great shooter and a pretty good shot creator, but I wouldn't be totally shocked to see him not get speed booster. I hope he does, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. Scottie Barnes will be a really good defensive small forward. I don't know exactly what his release looks like, but last year his Amethyst at the beginning of the year was a very good card. This will also probably be another very good value small forward, but there are already a couple Amethyst small forwards, guys like Andre Kirilenko, who are very affordable as well, and probably will be better than Scottie Barnes. Danny Manning and Dino Raja both will be really good budget cards. Danny Manning is 6'10", so that type of size is really, really useful. This is his all-time card. He's going to be better than this card probably, but this card actually is not completely awful from last year. If he's a better version of this card, say he has 80 speed, 83 ball, and a little bit more defense, you're looking at a really, really good option at the power forward position for a budget player, and I think he actually has potential to be pretty good. Dino Raja as well, always a budget goat. That's a card to be excited about. Hopefully we'll be able to have a little bit higher speed and a little bit higher three ball than this card did last year. This card came out day 1 last year, so I do assume he'll probably look a bit better than that one, as long as he has like a 70 speed, 73 ball. With the player build that Dino has, the dunking ability, the versatility that he's going to have as a big, very large big man, I think he's actually going to be a really, really good budget big, and he's an interesting card as well. Otto Porter will be a really good catch and shoot small forward, power forward option. Derek Harper is a point guard. Is he a defensive PG? I honestly don't. I know he's a Mav, and I know he was a very good Mav, but you're probably looking at more of a defensive PG, not much of a slasher here. He is 6'4". He's a very good perimeter defender, so probably a defensive, maybe playmaking PG. He'll be decent, but we'll have to see if he's comparable to a guy like Michael Richardson, or even like a Derek White when you're looking at the budget point guards. Daquan Cook will be a budget shooter. Derek Favors will honestly just probably not be that good. I actually forgot that Derek Favors was a net early in his career, but Hot Rod Williams, John Barry, don't really care about the golds, to be completely honest. As a whole, it's a good drop. I wouldn't say it's an insane drop. I will be locking it in simply because I'm getting LeBron. If y'all are getting LeBron, I assume y'all will also be locking it in. If you're not getting LeBron, I don't know if it's going to be worth the lock-in. As good as Harden will be, I don't think he's worth the lock-in when you have guys like Lonzo, John Wall, SGA, Magic, etc. still available. Cards you may have already locked in, may already have in your collection, may have already earned for free, all that type of stuff. The only reason I would say this is actually worth it is if you are going for LeBron James. At that, it's never really worth it financially in terms of what you get, but it's kind of up to you depending on how you want to spend your money, obviously, or your time, depending on if you're trying to grind out MT to get these sets done. I will be locking it in for content, and it's definitely an interesting set with a lot of hopefully good depth. Fingers crossed, especially for good budget cards tomorrow. Danny Manning and Dino Raja being affordable would be really, really, well, they're going to be affordable, but being good would be very good for the state of this game. We need more and more budget cards, and honestly need to be getting budget cards each week. Same thing, would like to see some equal chance packs tomorrow as well. I assume they probably will have equal chance packs. I hope they do, with an Amethyst equal chance pack, a Ruby equal chance pack, Sapphire, Emerald, and Gold. If there are equal chance packs for each of those tiers, that would also be very, very nice for all the no money spent players out there. All that type of stuff. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.